William Fitz-Osbern, a member of William of Normandy's inner circle, encourages and supports the idea of an invasion of England. Following the Conqueror's coronation as King of England on Christmas Day 1066, William Fitz-Osbern is created Earl of Hereford. In 1067, William Fitz-Osbern begins the earliest defences at Chepstow. Until recently, the building of the Great Tower had been ascribed to Earl William. However, because the tower had no living accommodation and William died in 1071, this seems less likely. However, just before he died, Earl William founded the Benedictine Priory at Chepstow as a daughter house of the monastery he had established at Cormel in Normandy. King William took back Chepstow in 1075 after Earl William's son Roger rebelled against his king. The building of the Great Tower, one of the earliest stone defences in Britain, may have been begun after King William visited Wales in 1081. The walls of the Great Tower contain bands of Roman tile, Roman stonework and Roman architecture. A Roman stone carving of Venus was reused when building the south wall of the Great Tower. Maybe these Roman elements were intended to announce a new royal presence at this gateway into South Wales. The painted wall niches suggest places for thrones to stand, and therefore the tower as a royal audience chamber. In 1115, Henry I granted Chepstow to the Clare family. William Marshal, the favoured knight of Henry II and Richard the Lionheart, was married to Isabel Clare, the heiress to Chepstow Castle, after Richard's coronation in 1189. William Marshal used his considerable knowledge of the most advanced military techniques gained during his years in France and the Holy Land to update this old, outmoded castle. Built soon after 1189, this may be the earliest twin-towered gatehouse in Britain. A barbican defended the entrance, and the right-hand tower contained a ground-floor prison. Arrow loops controlled the approach, whilst the gate passage itself was protected by two portcullises, stout ironclad doors, and by murder holes in its roof. Tree ring dating has proved that the castle doors were made no later than the 1190s, making them the oldest castle doors in Europe. Marshal's Tower was built around 1215, probably as a private sitting room for Isabel. Its windows are finely carved, and there are traces of painted plaster still in evidence. William Marshal's eldest son remodelled the great tower. The first floor chamber was divided to create a great hall and withdrawing room at the far end, with a bedchamber built above it. William's brother Gilbert oversaw the building of the upper barbican. Its southwest tower was of a sophisticated design, equipped with an impressive battery of arrow loops to provide a wide field of fire for archers defending this vulnerable corner of the castle.